How long was KWC ago? Like 2 weeks?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks from
Back.
2 weeks. 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago on this day, I full marked.
There's a lot of people. There's even some people still there
Yeah,
who came a week before.
yeah.
They'll
Jacob
probably just
Schultz.
stay for another week.
Yeah, I mean Jacob Schultz is still here. I just saw him yesterday at at the Yoyogi Park. Sure, people know where that is. Most people, it's a pretty popular spot for Kendama players. But yeah, he just saw there. He just went there yesterday, and I think he's going to Fuji today. Yeah, so he's still here, and
About to hike. He's about to go up Mount Fuji solo. Let's freaking go, dude.
he's not going to hike it. But yeah, he'll be there. I think everybody else from America
Awesome.
left though, and yeah,
Yeah.
people from Europe are gone. I think I actually saw a couple people from Europe are still here, but yeah.
I heard Adrian and Goya are going in a guy.
Oh yeah,
That's
I think Goya is actually I forgot Goya's still here. Goya's been here like the longest. I'm actually surprised. I'm gonna look that up. Actually, I'm gonna look at his Instagram. I didn't realize Adrian was still here.
Yeah,
but they travel together. Yeah,
the guy's been getting some epic. I don't think the guy's ever been.
Oh yeah, because they're in Hokkaido. Yeah, that makes sense. They're in Hokkaido.
I don't think the guy's ever been like that.
No,
dude. Like who came? Kelvin, Edwin, Josh, Grove.
Yeah, Qing Yang is there right now.
Qing Yang's there. Yeah, that's awesome. Well, yeah. Dude, I mean, KWC this year was the highest level so far. I mean, you obviously had a jam-packed like 2 weeks. It was super fun watching from home, as I'm sure a lot of people who are probably going to watch this also watch maybe the entire thing, at least by now, definitely the replay of all the top runs. Yeah, I mean, I would love to just hear about kind of like your experience, the experience from your perspective, just kind of like the general format from the whole, like maybe day to day, if you want to do that, like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Because Thursday you come in, Friday, Saturday comp days, Sunday you just, I don't know what you guys are doing, but
yeah. Well, Thursday I picked up Edwin. I went to it was Edwin, or yeah, maybe that was Wednesday. Wednesday Edwin, then I sent him up to the guy, sent him up there, and then Thursday my mom came, which was great.
Yep.
And then Friday we all went down together. Me, my mom, my wife.
I totally got this wrong.
And then Colton's family.
Yeah.
And so we all went to Hiroshima from Tokyo Station. So it took us like 4 or 5 hours to get down there, just to our hotel or to our Airbnb and everything. And then we went to Miyajima. So that's where I took this out. This was actually the Kendama I competed with at World Championships on the finals. And I thought it was going to be my backup, so I just took it to Miyajima. But it's a Gallagher Ken with a 365 cushion Tama.
Boom.
Yeah. How old is that? Baby. But Cushion Clear, man. I love Cushion Clear. It's a shame that they don't make it anymore, but Cushion Clear, a lot. I don't care what anybody says. I love this. I love this paint. So yeah. I rolled up with that to Miyajima Island. It was fun. I got to eat some good food with my mom, my wife, and then bang, it's already day one of KWC. So
yeah,
we get in there and
well, I mean, like take us through. So for people who like haven't gone, right? So kind of take us through the whole format, because I saw somebody kind of want to know the whole experience.
Oh, really?
And I mean, obviously it's not like maybe like I'm not asking you to go into like minute details here, but what's it kind of like, and then when you first get there. I mean,
to Japan?
No, like to the venue. Like, how's the event set up? Like, what's the flow? What was the flow for you?
Yep. So pretty much day one, it's a great day. You get off to the station nearest to the venue, and you either take like a 15-minute walk to the venue up some decent hills, or you can take a bus, which takes the exact same amount of time.
Yeah.
So you can choose one of those two options, and it's pretty fun to walk with everybody. Like everyone's going to the same place. They've got a bunch of flags and guidance, like I would say arrows and stuff to point you towards the venue. Like KWC's today, like go this way, go this way, go this way. So it's pretty fun. And then you get there and you walk by a bunch of street vendor booths that you can eat at right outside the venue. A lot of people are playing Kendama outside. There's a big grass area, a big place you can eat. And of course, the massive venue, a lot of space inside. So just this whole this whole place filled with a bunch of Kendama players. I mean, you can imagine there's about 1,000 people there.
Yeah.
But like literally over 1,000 people registered to play and sign up for KWC, and that's not counting everybody. That's 1,000 people who registered, plus the families. And so I know that 1,000 included online, but there was definitely 1,000 people there at the venue. So you go into the venue, you immediately check in. You take your you don't take your shoes off actually. You go right into the check-in place, and they give you your trick list. They're like, okay, here's all the tricks this year. They're these stickers, right? And then you have your 10 trick list. You pick your tricks for your prelim, and you also get your kendamas checked. So you can check 2 kendamas, and if they meet the requirements, the size requirements, and your bevel's the right size, they give you stickers. And so if you can see here, this is where I placed my sticker this year on this side of the cup. I actually place it here almost every single year.
It's not getting in the way of any trick.
No, it's not. And so, and it doesn't really, you can't really see it when you're playing as well. So it's I recommend this spot. This is the KWC seal. And so you get your kendamas checked and you're ready to go. I was Group D this year. So they have Group A, B, C, and D for preliminaries. That's based on kind of points, like what you're going to go for this year. People who are going in the finals, like maybe 85 points, 80 points and up. You'll get a lot of those people in Group D. A is for beginners, level 1 and 2. B is for beginners, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. C is kind of like that mid-range. We're going for 60s, some 70s. But then D is like all the highest players.
Yeah.
So Group D is last. So I'm having a lot of fun though watching my students that I coached up for KWC, and they're in the previous groups. Some of them, mostly a lot of them are in C, and I couldn't watch actually a good amount of them as well in D because we were all competing together. But
of course,
but it was really fun to do that, and of course practice with. They actually have 2 rooms, one for the main competition. So when everyone's going competing at the same time. People can watch from the stands up above. There's a couple floors you can watch from. And then there's this other room for practicing. It's like this extra room across. Imagine kind of just a big open spacious area with a bunch of mats, and you just can practice in there. It's a lot more quiet. And so I was in there with Lyndon, Johnny, Colton, Noah was there practicing her run. Jacob Schultz was there.
In the practice room, right?
We're in the practice room. Yeah, we're
What's
in the practice room.
Like, what's the vibe at this point? The hours are counting down. You get there, it's all fun and games. About 6. How many hours when you get there? I mean, you get there, people are getting there like legit 8 a.m., right? 8, 9 a.m.
Yeah, literally. I think Colton was the first one there. Colton's family was the first one there this year. I think they got, because you have to, if you want to buy kendamas, you have to get in a single file line. You have to get a single file line. So the people who have to get there first actually get first dibs on everything. And stuff sells out. So people wanted to do
last year. People got there hours before, and their line is huge.
Yeah, I stood in line for an hour last year to get stuff. But yeah, people get there pretty early at like 9, and it opens at 10. And then you have for Group D, you have 6 hours before you go. 6 hours before you go. So pretty leisure, but people are we're just practicing the whole day, kind of. I mean,
yeah, but as it counts down though, right? Like you're practicing all day for sure, but it's coming down to the wire. A is gone, B's gone. It's like, all right, C's going, and then okay, like we're next. What are more so the Group D players? Like, what did you notice this year? Was there anything that people breaking off, like how people were practicing, like the vibe? Was there like the vibe in the air, like really, really intense? What was that like?
For some reason I actually didn't feel like it was that as intense as it used to be. Maybe it's because the people I was practicing with, I always practiced with Johnny, of course, but you weren't there. So, and it's been a while since either of us have competed in the first place. So it's been a little bit, it didn't feel as like stressful or anything from my perspective. I mean, I guess I could see Noah, who was really wanting to do well. She had TV following her for like the entire week prior, so they were going to do a whole segment on her. That adds a little pressure.
It obviously adds a little.
And then Lyndon's locked in, right? Like he's locked in. He's been locked in. You can tell like he's ready to go. He's just ready to get it over with and just get full marks. And I'm looking at Jacob or Johnny, and I don't know. People are like they're fine. Nothing like I don't think there's some people who have done this so many times that it's just. like it's just here we go again. It's just we're gonna do this again. I didn't really see any stress there. I personally wasn't like stressed out or anything like that. Whoever watched the last podcast that we did, level talk that we did, I said I was gonna compete, and I decided that week, the Monday before KWC, I said I was gonna compete. So yeah, that also had to do with maybe my leisure, my I guess little calmness more than usual.
Yeah.
But yeah, because I was thinking, all right, well, what trick should I choose? I
Do you think
obviously
also?
Yeah.
Do you think also because you're a seed, like it obviously alleviates a little pressure too? Like you don't actually have
Yeah,
to make the finals.
yeah, definitely. I mean, that definitely also played a part. But I think regardless, I just felt a little less intensity in the air this year based on the people I was around. You could tell, like, I mean, a lot of people wanted to make finals, people from Europe and people from Europe, and people wanted to get those wild cards, right, from US. And so yeah, there are definitely some. I'd say people in the European were just super stoked to, like, the people who full marked and got it. They were so excited. Like Jersey, Toto, they were really, really hyped. I know they were happy to be there. And
yeah, Davide got up on stage too. I know he
did.
Full marked his. I know it wasn't enough to like qualify points wise, but he got in for the wild card.
Yeah, he did. He got it. Yeah, he did. He got that. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's
and
awesome.
Then Miguel was super excited to make it. He was just classic Miguel, right? Like just screaming. So he gets so hyped. It's so awesome. Yeah. So yeah, he was really excited. I was excited to see him up there. And Jacob was super excited to make it. Yeah, he did really well in the finals the next day.
He did really good.
Yeah, he did. He finished 13th. Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they docked him though on one of his tricks.
Yeah. On a double, it was a double whirlwind. So. Hey, KWC, they're getting stricter. They're getting stricter.
Yeah, they've gotten a lot.
They watch the replays. They watch the replays. You really have to do each trick right, So, yeah, and the pressure really, it gets to some people. Personally, for me, I think if more so than the pressure, it was kind of the there's so many people on day one just competing and inside that one arena that it gets pretty hot. So you got to definitely take some precaution. I would recommend next year people bring towels. Also, if you could get some baby powder, bring that for your hands. I know it doesn't work for everybody, but man, I really could use that this year. That would have been cool for the first day. The second day is not as bad. It's actually a lot better. But yeah. Anyway, there's that. Colton was looking solid. It was his first time, and I wanted to bring him up because he was just so dialed in for his prelims, just more dialed than most people I've seen. And then he full marked in the prelims, but he, the pressure, first time competing on a big stage.
Yeah.
Both of his runs took him almost till the end, like almost the full 3 minutes. But man, he clutched up big time. So he clutched up really, really, really big and finished both of his runs. So yeah, the pressure does exist. It's up for first timers and people who compete for a long time. It really, this is, for a lot of people, they say this is the hardest competition, So, but it's we had a really good showing of different countries this year. I just want to say for the US as well, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people in the finals, which was super awesome. Really quick shout out to Edwin, Jacob, Johnny.
Let me just bring this up. Hold up, I brought it up on screen.
Yeah, as you can see, me, Edwin, Jacob, Johnny, Kelvin, Miguel, Colton. And then Lyndon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. Yeah. So these guys, let's go.
So on screen right now maybe if you're just listening, I have the score up, like the prelim scores up, the rankings. I mean, dude, I'm loving, first of all, I know they do wild cards obviously for a reason. I mean, if there was no wild cards, this entire thing would just be the Japanese Kendama World Cup. But for the most part, but I'm loving the diversity up here. It's so epic to see people, come from all these different countries. And I think this is probably one of the most diverse this is easily the most, would you say it's probably the most diverse KWC ever? I'd probably say that.
I don't,
or no.
I mean, I don't know. The past years, a long time ago, obviously, I think 2017, 2016, probably 2015, there was a bunch of US.
A lot of Europeans, a lot of US people, and a lot of people from Singapore too, and Asian countries.
But I'd say in recent years, they've got more people in the finals. 40. I mean, look at this, 45, 6, 7, 47 people in the finals. They have someone from Brazil.
Dude, shout out that kid. Did you talk to him? Leon Honda.
I didn't even know he was there, and I saw him going. I just thought, who is that? But yeah,
Let's freaking
really cool
go, kid.
opportunity.
Like to
Really
make
cool
it from out
opportunity.
from Brazil to Japan. Let's go,
Yeah,
dude.
pretty
That's
amazing. So
awesome.
that
Probably
was
came
really
with his
cool.
parents. I'm pretty sure he's like 11. So
Yeah,
hopefully
yeah.
he came with
No, I
somebody.
was happy. I was happy to see him up there. That was cool that he was on that stage.
That's
But
awesome. Yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
oh my gosh, what am I doing, dude? This is not the prelim slide. This is the prelim slide. Sorry, everybody. Okay, yeah, Leon Honda is obviously still there. But okay, yeah, cool. So this is the prelim side. And yeah, again, like a lot of diversity. Obviously, it's the same players, but um, look at that, dude. 99 Ryoga Yasu.
Yeah,
So that's just insane. And you see, dude, Yusuke always usually does really good in the prelims. Lays that
yeah,
down to Minari with the 95, Edwin with the
yeah,
95.
yeah. Pretty amazing.
Like that's insane. Adrian, of course. Adrian, we got a lot of talk about Adrian. I mean, that could be the entire podcast in itself. That guy's a freaking that guy's something else, dude. We'll get to him later.
This year has been nuts. Yeah,
But look at these. I just want to go over this real quick because we saw a lot of people. There's a lot of people on this board that are like, yeah, that of course they would make it. But then there's a lot of people who you maybe would think like, oh, I kind of would expect them up there, but they just are nowhere to be found just for one reason or another. Maybe they missed one trick, or maybe they bombed. Like kind of what we were talking about.
yeah.
Some people like it's inevitable. Some people who are really good are just gonna bomb out of the competition, which is unfortunate, obviously. But they'll come back some other time and hopefully redeem themselves. But a big thing I want to highlight from this is like how many just little kids there are on this. And obviously you're only able to tell that if you know their names. But dude, there's so many kids on here though I've never even heard of.
Mm.
It's insane. Kazutake, is that guy from Yamagata? No, he's not.
No.
Okay, my bad. Kazutake. But like look at that. Like Kazutake Fuji, Yua Ito, that's that girl's crazy. Look, like Yuito, is that guy a regular or is that guy new in the finals?
I'm not sure. I actually don't know. I have to. I really don't know who that is actually. I think
Taiga Noguchi, like like Natsu made it for the first time, which is insane.
Yep. Awesome.
Yuko Onishi, who is that? Like I don't know who that. Like, dude, it's just so sweet. Like it's sweet. And then there's that poor fellow who barely got in just who was a wild card at the bottom. Those two guys. Look at that freaking Takuya Ikarashi and Nate Gallagher. Like look at those poor souls at the bottom of the right keyboard. Like literally, like luckily for them they got in. I don't even like I don't even what a performance for them, right? 77 and 70. Like they grinded hard. I mean, you can tell. Like you said, you didn't practice. I mean, it wasn't like you got 77 points. So.
I want to give some good advice to everybody that is listening to this right now. Don't do what I did because this is so dumb. I switched. I practiced the whole day on this setup. I'm showing you here. Gallagher Ken, 365 Tama, cushion, and obviously I'm full marking every time. 10 tricks in 3 minutes every single time. It's light work. It's just I'm cleaning up. Didn't miss once the whole day, and I do my first round one full marks. Okay, it's my harder round actually. It's my harder round. And I'm like, oh, full marked it. Let's go. My full mark score was 96. I was like, I'm gonna get 96. And then in the second run, while I'm waiting for other people, right? Like they're going before me. I'm waiting for my turn to get round 2. I look at my backup Tama, my backup Kendama. It's my anti-skid Gallagher mod, and I'm just thinking, you know what I should do? I haven't used this all day, but you know what I should do though? I should use this for my round 2. That's what I should do. Because
stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Exactly. So and obviously, you get in the arena and some things are going to distract you, maybe try to, and I got distracted. Yeah. And so because I use this Kendama and I was like trying to do the triple stumbling fast hand and I was like, oh, it's getting kind of stuck in my Tama. It's not coming out. Oh, this other Kendama though that I have is so easy for this triple stumbling fast hand. The bevel's so big, I'm going to get it first try. And it is so easy. It was so easy. But I screwed up and I missed 2 tricks. I did miss the in on the same trick twice, which was just horrendous. It was actually just so sad. But moral of the story is, guys, do not switch Kendamas. Do not do anything that you didn't prepare to do. It is such a rookie mistake that I made. It was kind of hilarious, but just if you're practicing with your Kendama the whole day, use that one. trust in yourself, trust in the practice that you put in. When it comes down to the tricks you placed, when it comes down to the order that you put them in, when it comes down to the kendama that you use. So just make sure you do that. Obviously, everybody who's listening is like, yeah, this is obvious advice. But as you can see,
sometimes
you might forget it in the moment.
Experience can fall prey to some
exactly
last minute, just some unorthodox like decisions.
So,
but also, we'll go and talk about the finals in a second. But we're going to see that people who finish at the very bottom of this prelim board, the poor, like these poor guys, Nick, Taki, and Nick, they fall at the very bottom. Barely even see them down there at the bottom, right? Like literally, I can't even. Honestly, so far down, I don't even know where they are. Like somehow they did pretty good the next day, and vice versa. Like vice versa, some guys who did really good and got top rankings in the prelims, and they said the top. Some of them didn't finish that high. Like some of them really didn't finish like nearly as good as they, ranked in the first day. But that's just what happens. It's just what happens. So I mean, overall prelims, dude. What's the like? I'm just kind of curious. I mean, what's the when everything's all said and done, right? Like people finish Group D's over, like prelims are done. Now they're calculating the scores, and now we're really about to see who made it. Like, what's the vibe of the play? Like, what are people are people just like freaking out, or like people were people like, oh my gosh, am I gonna make it? Am I not gonna make it? Were people like just totally chill, or what was the like? Well, that was a huge breath of relief, or
obviously in Group D, if you full mark and you're going for finals, you're probably gonna make it. Like if you full mark, you have a really good chance of making it. So people who full marked, I saw Johnny, Edwin's a seed, but and actually Johnny and Edwin are a seed. So obviously they're fine, but they full mark 95, 93, and they're fine. Colton full marks. He got in there with just points alone. No wild card, by the way. So he just got in there 91 points. Really good. Lyndon, 92 points.
Let's go.
Really, really incredible job. This dude dominated prelims. I really wish I could have seen it, and I really wish I could have seen video, because he told me he straight up finished both runs in maybe a little over a minute.
That's insane.
Isn't that incredible? Isn't that just incredible? That's extremely difficult, and he did it, and it was a 92. That is an incredible score, and he put that up there and was one of the highest ranked Americans. So yeah, really proud of him. I would have
cried if I saw that in person.
Really, he really dominated. So I was really, really, really proud of him, and he practiced very hard and very diligently, and showed up every single day, and so he really earned a spot in the finals. It was amazing. He also made it, of course, strictly by points. 92, got in. Very, very impressive work from Lennon. And so they're fine, right? Like they're obviously rejoicing. Yes, we got it. We're definitely in. Some people who missed one trick. I think Jacob missed one trick. I think Miguel missed one trick. They both missed, I think, 1, 2, 3 still flip.
That sucks.
So it's tough. It's a difficult trick.
That's a tough one to hit. Dude, 1, 2, 3 still flip in. Like, man,
it's difficult. It's difficult. It's tough. But and so they're saying not to get their hopes up. I think Miguel wasn't trying to get his hopes up. But hey, you know what though? He got in. Jacob got in,
right? Like,
and they're just absolutely overjoyed. It's amazing. So I think I didn't really see too many people really down on themselves. Obviously, there are some people here who missed more than one trick. They kind of bombed. Not saying that from America. I'm just saying in general, like at the competition,
right.
A lot of people miss a couple tricks. It's a little devastating. People are people cry.
Of course,
I've
cried.
Definitely.
I've cried twice.
People cry at KWC. This is a big competition. This is very important for a lot of people. It's once a year, best of the best, and people cry when they don't do what they wanted to do.
Yeah.
It's very emotional. People, and that's the beauty of KWC. You can experience it with everybody. It's the joy of getting full marks, the disappointment, the sadness, just all these mixed emotions combined in that 3 minutes, right? You get a lot of chances to see that from different people. Like, oh, did you full mark? Sweet. You didn't. Oh, you're sad. Oh, I can tell you really you tried for this. You didn't exactly get your score. A lot of different emotions you can feel in that 15, 20 minute time span of you guys all doing it together with your
dude.
crew.
It's almost like it's probably almost. I mean, I remember in the past years. I mean, it's probably almost like, do you even want to ask the person if they full marked? Like sometimes, because sometimes it's like so happy if it's a yes. And then if it's a no, it's like, it's just tough. I mean, it's just tough because especially if someone really, really, grinded for that and unfortunately wasn't able to make it happen this year.
Yeah. So a lot of different emotions you can experience at KWC. I think it's really one of a kind. Because you can also watch your friends miss. You can also watch your friends make it in different groups. So it's a lot all at once. It's really, really, really fun. I think it's a big blessing to even be able to experience these emotions in the first place, because a lot of people don't get to experience these emotions at all in their whole year, because they're not competing, they're not in this environment. They just go through their day to day. It's pretty lax, and they don't get to experience the triumph of trying and succeeding at what you wanted to do, or the, I guess, disappointment and coming up short. Those are all special emotions. Honestly, people who, whatever the outcome was, it's a special feeling. You should be very grateful to feel at the KWC, because it's pretty incredible.
Those emotions, that's such a great such great learning experience. I think what reminds me of, dude, it's putting yourself in the arena, right? Putting yourself in the arena, and actually, there's stakes on the line. There's results, obviously, the effort. Maybe some people, some people's pride, the pride's involved.
Yeah.
And it's just putting yourself, putting things on the line there, and testing oneself and getting in the arena, actually being in the game, instead of sitting out and not putting the effort in. And whether that be KWC or kind of anything really, where someone puts themselves to the test, and something that's not guaranteed, right? Where it's you're not sure if it's going to happen no matter what. There's a lot of value in that. There's a lot of value in that. And that, exactly, you said, that those type of stakes where KWC, and it's more sophisticated, it's a more comprehensive competition than regular. It's more comprehensive than open and freestyle. I mean, freestyle, a lot of things can happen in any comp, but there's way more factors in KWC than there is open, for example. I think those are more similar than KWC and freestyle. And there's a lot of things that can go wrong. A lot of things a person has to get right to full mark in the prelims, and which makes it to actually do it. Because even for the best players, even for the Takiyas and Nick Gallagher's of the world, sometimes things can happen. Really bad things can happen, and sometimes the best players decide to compete with Azoras.
Yeah, that's what Takiya did. He missed 3 tricks.
That kid's not gonna. That kid will never not 99 a point prelim a freaking KWC, man. But if he gets 70, something's up. He's either on crack or he competed with Azoras, right?
Yeah. He got 70. He got 70 points, which is incredible. He got 7 level 10s with Azoras, which is just disgusting. But hey,
70 points.
He did that because he has a seed, and he just showed up the next.
And he tried a 100 point prelim. So I'll put that out there.
Yeah, he's the only one who tried.
He literally smacked down all level 10s on his board, pulled up with a yellow and blue Azora, and was like, "Let's get to work."
Yeah. Pretty impressive, honestly.
70 points and got 7 of those 10 tricks. That's insane.
Yeah, he's awesome.
He's
crazy. No, it's just incredible.
He got 7 level 10s on Azoras.
Yeah. So
and the craziest part is that the fact that he even put those stickers down means he did that before.
Yeah.
Like that. The only reason he did that is because he's done it before. Probably.
For sure. Yeah, he's just obviously in a different league, but I agree with what you said, being in the arena, and it's just definitely more fun to just participate. At least for me, I experienced this firsthand, because I wasn't planning on competing at KWC or Catch and Flow, and I, of course, made the decision to compete at KWC, and the event was just magnified. It just all of it elevated because you're participating in it. You're not just a spectator. Spectating is fun, but it's not even half the experience of actually participating. So I experienced that difference at Catch and Flow, because I told myself I wasn't going to compete either, and it was too late for Catch and Flow. So I ended up not competing at Catch and Flow, and I was watching, and I just thought, man, this is great. I get to support my friends. I get to take videos of Johnny and other people, and it was great. But I wish I could have participated at least too. So next time, I mean, it's just a good learning experience of this. It speaks to me, just kind of realized, better to participate than not. But also, if anybody else is watching and maybe thinking about competing in their first competition, or going to KWC and competing, you really just, whatever competition you go to or event, if you can take part in any mini game or competition that they have, just be a part of it in some way like that. I really recommend it. It's going to elevate your experience a lot.
Yeah, even if you're not, dude. I think after what you said too, I mean, my next event, I'm going to compete as well. Yeah. And
Yeah.
also just for people listening, maybe just in case people are thinking this, even if you're not pro level, or even if you're not, at the AM open level or whatever, however you want to call it, right? Like,
Yeah.
even for people, there are people this year at KWC who literally don't never play Kendama and they just competed. And I'm sure they had a ton of fun.
Yeah.
And
Because they would
people
get
have a
full
ton of fun
marks.
competing in beginner. People have a ton of
Yeah.
fun competing in intermediate, and like and doing good in any con, no matter what skill level you are. Like, you don't need to be at a certain skill level to compete. There are literally divisions for everything. So
Yeah.
I want to definitely encourage people who may be listening. Like,
Yeah.
oh man, should I go compete in a competition? Am I good enough? Like,
Yeah.
trust me, you're good enough. If you can do big cup in airplane, like, you're good enough. Even if you can't, you probably are still good enough. The ladder's probably, and then you can get good enough pretty fast.
Yeah.
To compete in beginner.
Yeah. This is coming from two people, by the way, who didn't compete for a year straight. Like, I didn't compete in a competition for a year and 2 months, and then I competed at KWC again. Zack and I skipped. We didn't compete at NACO. We didn't compete at BATB. And so we've done the spectating route, and obviously, like I'm not saying we're going to compete in everything like as much as we can up until like from here on out. But
competing's a plus.
But it's a plus, though. It really is a plus. Like, if you can make it happen, you
should.
Experience. Yeah, if you can make it happen, you totally should. And again, it goes back to feeling those emotions. That the nervousness you get up before you go to compete, go on the stage, like the triumph you get when lacing a trick up there.
It feels amazing.
The disappointment, like all of it, dude. All of it is
just
outside of your normal routine, and it's very, very fun to just kind of be a part of it. It makes you feel so much more attached to the event, and like your time is, at least from my perspective, better spent at the event. You really just took part in it in itself instead of just watched everything on the sidelines. You contributed to the event in a way. So
yeah,
I recommend feeling those emotions and competing.
Yeah. And
a lot more fun. Yeah.
So as we go to day 2, right? Like, this is obviously the biggest day. First day, I just want to say also too, a lot of people, first day obviously matters a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people do want to get into the finals by points. And I'm actually going to just add, I'm going to put this back on the screen, and I'm just going to go to right here. And this is last year's prelims, but I just bring this up to illustrate what the point I'm about to make. A lot of people, as you can kind of see, there's a cutoff. There's this line right below me. Hey, hello. Missed a trick that year. Got 90. Let's get it.
Still made it with points,
here's me. You see me holding the line, and then there are people below that. So when first day, people really want to make it by points, I think. I mean, obviously, like, I think I was talking to a couple players who were thinking, I was talking to Jersey and he was like, dude, I really wanted to make it by points. If XYZ happened, I maybe could have made it. And I think I totally get it. Making it by points is great, because to make it, when I say make it by points, anybody, it means you make it no matter you don't get in by a wild card. You are actually in the top like 20, 21, 22, 23 players they take. And then the rest of the spots in the finals, so there's like 40 spots, they fill with wild cards. But if you make it to the top, you literally got in the top 23 like points of the day, is what I'm saying, of day 1. And so I think a lot of people, maybe might care about making it by points, especially obviously if you're not Japanese, because if you're Japanese, you have to make it by points. But at the end of the day, dude, it literally doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter how many points or how you get there into the finals. The only thing that matters is that you're actually there. Because why I say that is because of the crazy results that happened in the final results of day 2. So you immediately look, and it's like Takia, like, it's a pretty good example. Like, Takia and Nick, their seeds, obviously, and this isn't really even an outlier scenario, to be honest. I mean, anybody can have, and I'm about to bring up another scenario, like a wild card to dig it too. But like, look, Nick Gallagher and Takia, their seeds from being champs in previous years, and or champs of an event. Like, you won China Kendama Open last year. Taki has won, like, I don't know, like a million KWCs at this point, but he finished in the like really bottom of the prelims. And look what happened. Like, Nick Gallagher 5th, Taki 2nd. And then you look at freaking, I'm going to go and actually show like Naru. Look at Naru. He got 1277. He wasn't a wild card, but he finished pretty low in the points. Like, he got what did he get? He got
he did pretty good.
Well, he got like what, 91. He got he did good. But he got 91 points. So I think he was the cutoff this year. I looked. I think he was the cutoff, and he got 91 points. He barely made it. For a Japanese person, there's no wild card for you. You actually have to be cracked. You actually have to be insane. You don't get any like, okay, you got to get a wild card. Like
for him.
well,
For him,
okay, well, yeah, there's
age,
some gender
but
wild cards, there's some age wild cards.
age.
Okay, whatever, but whatever. So anyway, but look at Naru. He finished 10th. He freaking finished 10th. Let's go.
Yeah,
Dude.
it's 10th
Let's freaking
place.
go. So yeah, I mean, wild cards can do, and then look at Drew. He got 17th, and he qualified with like 88 points, I think. So they're a wild card, and he still did really good. So I think that what matters is really just get to finals, and obviously people want to do it in their own ways, and that's awesome. But yeah, at the end of the day, getting to finals is so epic, no matter what. I mean, you see Miguel and Jacob; they're freaking jumping for joy. You know, they even though they missed one, like they're in the finals, baby, and you got to perform. And Jacob got freaking 13th. Like he missed a trick and still got 13th place, and Miguel still did.
Look,
You know, he
Miguel
still got
did.
28th place.
Yeah,
Like yeah, he still
Miguel
got
did
800
solid.
points. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So okay. Anyway, like, oh, my computer almost fell. That would have been horrible, dude. Ryoga coming in, right? Ryoga coming in, 2,000 point run.
Mm-hmm.
Leading up to that, day 2 coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Are people? I just want to know before we start talking about the actual runs. Was it more serious, or was there people kind of like, yeah, we're having fun still, or the people are just grinding their runs, just drilling the 3 minutes?
Well, yeah, you don't really. I mean, until you go, until it's over, you can't really think of anything except for your final run. Like you're just practicing that the entire time. Mostly, right? You know, so I'm practicing with Lyndon. He goes practicing with Colton, practicing with Johnny, and you know, honestly, just in the midst of all, like, you know, people might come up to you and ask for your sign or try and get like a picture or some television interviews. In the midst of all that, you're trying to practice your run, and so it's not over until it's over. So you just practice until you go. And yep. I think I was in, and they start pretty early though. I mean, group 1 is literally at like, we can check on the schedule. It's like 9 a.m., 10 a.m. So it's pretty early. They get moving really quickly. Yeah, it looks like final group 1 with people, which by the way, guys, finals groups are determined by the amount of points you're aiming for. So that is not your prelim score. That is the amount of points you're aiming for at the final day. That's including the full marks bonus and everything. What would you get if you full marked? Right. The people with the highest total that they're trying to get is the final group. So that's group 5. And that's at 2:30 p.m. The first group is the lowest point total scores, the total point scores. So that starts at 9:30 a.m. That's group 1. So basically what Nick's saying, guys, is if you're in the finals, right? You got qualified, you got ranked, and you're on that board day 1. All those players, they put together a run the night before, right? They put together a run in order, and they submit it, and then day of the Gloken, they organize which people are going to be in what groups, or probably night before, right? Or really early in the morning, whatever. They organize people based on the people's projected scores. If everybody did get full marks, from the lowest to the highest, they'll split them up into groups and throughout the day. So the big players at the end who project the most, they'll go last, and the people who project the least, they'll go first. Yeah. So group 1 starts at 9:30 a.m. Group 2, 10:30 a.m. Group 3, 11:30 a.m. Little break. Group 4 at 1:30 p.m. Group 5, the best people, at 2:30 p.m. And then after that, little break, then announcement of everybody. Yep. So that's how they decide that. So you're just okay, and obviously people are just grinding until they go. Exactly. That's kind of how I've always seen it too, in my experiences there as well. Yeah. I mean, I can tell you because I watched all of these runs. I mean, I don't think I watched all of Group A, but I watched Group B and beyond. Oh wow! Watching all these runs, dude, I was watching for 5 hours straight when this. Wow! I put on like I was like, I'm going all the way, man. It was so. I mean, people were just so. The level of Kendama we were talking about beforehand, but the level of Kendama is so incredible this year. Look at the 1,000 points. If you get 1,000 points, 1,000 points back in the day used to be like, yo, you're in top 5. Congrats, you made top 5. Let's go. Like you absolutely killed. You got 1,000 plus points. You're in the top 5 or 6. If you get 1,000 points now, congratulations, you get 18th place. Yeah. You're on the left side of the scoreboard, but barely. 2 people got 1,000, 2 people tied for 1,000. That's insane. What? Yeah. Yeah. And so just the level, right? Like the level of Kendama is so, it's just
ridiculous. I love it, dude. I can't wait to see just what this looks like in a couple years because Kendama is so young, and you have people like Ryoga, Taki, Taki, Yasu, Adrian, Valal, like Edwin, all these, and way more players too. Like way more, all these players on this board just ripping. And like, what is it going to look like?
That's crazy
in
how
5
you
years?
just skipped over my name, but that's fine.
No, you're there. You're pretty good. You're pretty good as well. Like, of course. But
I'm just kidding. They're all way better.
Well, yeah, but people are just ripping on everybody in this board is just ripping, and in 5 years, what are people going to be doing? Because it's just ridiculous what's happening at this point. What was the hypest run of the day for you? Because obviously I watched. I watched every. Maybe we can talk about our favorite runs right now and kind of maybe talk through a couple of them, just because it was just obviously a jam-packed day.
Well, can I just say one of the hypest runs for me was probably, I'm just gonna say my own real quick because first time I got full marks on stage. Okay, boom. I just want to highlight that, and I want to tie this. I want to just get this over with and give you guys a lesson because remember what I said earlier about trusting in your practice and trusting in your tricks that you chose, the order you put them in, and the kendama that you use. You notice how I didn't do that in my round 2 of prelims and I failed. Okay, I missed 2 tricks. Same, and it's because I had doubt in this setup for about 10 seconds, 20 seconds. That minimum, that just episode, the small episode of doubt. It came in and it just distracted me. Yep. Same thing happened, by the way. Same thing happened right before I went up for my run. Not even joking. I'm not even joking.
That's insane.
I'm not even joking. Nonoka goes up and she full marks her run. She clutches up. By the way, guys, the trick. Yes, she clutched up 10J, but even the trick before that, dude, she barely got it. It was level 7 too. Level 7 airplane 1.5 chem flip juggle in. The way she got the tama was just not good. And then she adjusted it and got it like that and got the in. And I just thought, wow, you had to get that, and you had to get your 10J stick first try in the last 5 seconds of your run. You had to, and she did. Very clutch. Her run could have been so much lower, but
she snapped.
She did really, really well to get at full marks. I'm really happy she got full marks. I'm so proud of her. And congratulations, Nonoka, on the win for girls division. Yeah. Really, really
huge congrats.
Really amazing.
It's been a little bit since she did, she I would say full marked and rose to her, like really showed her true skill and true potential at KWC. Because in the past couple years, there's been some hiccups, but this year she dominated the women's division.
Yeah. She got women's division first place. She got 8th overall. Congratulations, Nonoka. That's awesome.
Really good.
Really, really amazing. So back to my point. She goes up. She full marks her run. I'm practicing my run too, by the way, guys. When these people are going in front of me, I'm doing my run with them. So they go 3, 2, 1, go.
And the boys full marking.
Yeah, and I'm full marking. Except for this time. Nonoka goes up. I get to the triple tumbling past him. Again, guys, same trick. It starts getting stuck. I can't do it. And it doesn't get stuck every time, but I still can't do it though. I still couldn't get it. And I was like, no, I'm not even lying. Just this one time. And I'm just thinking, it's happening again. It's happening again. Right before I go up, do I doubt myself? I'm not going to change my kendama. At this point, I'm like, I'm never using that kendama I failed on again. I'm never done.
No, throw that in the trash.
No, exactly. I joked about throwing it in the trash too to a lot of TV stations that interviewed me. But it's funny. But
like light it on fire or something.
But yeah, but I still stuck to my guns though. I still stuck to it because I just thought I did eventually hit it right before I went up, but I was like, wow, I have to stick with this kendama, and I'm going to, because yesterday I didn't stick with it. I didn't stay true to myself, and I messed up. But this time, even though that distraction, it was another test, right? It was testing me. I still stuck with it, and on stage, guess what? I at least did second T. Okay. I at least did second T. It was super amazing. And then after that, 1, 2, 3 still flip first try. After that, the hopscotch took me like a couple tries to get on the handle stall, but then I got it. And then boom, we got full marks. So moral of the story is, guys, just trust in your practice, trust in your setup. Really just trust in what you've done up until this point. Because as you can see, if you do that, you have more likelihood of getting the result that you want. And that's what translated to my full marks on the second day. And doubting myself was what translated to not full marking on the first day. So hopefully that puts it into perspective how important that is to just stick to what you know.
Stick to your guns. You put in the work for a reason.
Yeah.
Don't switch on the game day, please.
Yeah, please don't do that. Don't be like me. Do not do that.
Or do and then learn the experience for yourself, and then it'll be really drilled into your brain, whatever happens.
Exactly. Yeah. So as you can see, I did that. I full marked. My run is up on Zach's Instagram. It's kind of funny with his special commentary.
I recorded it, and
Yeah,
it was the best part
it
of
was
my night.
hilarious. Yeah, I was
So
really, it felt
chill
really
too,
good.
dude. Your run was so like you looked so, dude. You were
Yeah.
missing. You like when you missed, you were like looking at the crowd. I don't know who you were looking at, probably like mom or something.
No, I didn't
Maybe.
really look at anybody.
Oh, okay. Well, like, dude, you looked out and you're like, oh man, I missed him. I was like, wait, what is he doing?
No, yeah, I was just kind of
It
having
was so
fun with
chill. It was
it.
very nonchalant, but you just
Yeah,
laced it. Like you
yeah.
hardly any tricks you struggled on, really.
No,
Like not
yeah,
really any.
yeah. I didn't really struggle on any trick except for airplane 115 camp up juggle in. That was stupid.
Yeah, that was a little bit.
I first tried 13 tricks in a row, and then I
Dude,
missed
yeah.
that one. It took me 4 tries to get that one, and then after that, I finished everything pretty quick. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was good. It was good. I was really proud of that. I really was wanting to get full marks, and I did the exact strategy that I thought of doing the year before and the year before that. Because before this, guys, I was always one trick away from full marking, and so I thought, if I would have just taken a trick out of my run, I would have full marked and placed way higher. You know, would have got top, would have got second, would have got third, whatever. And this year I did that. This year I was like, you know what? I'm taking out one trick of the run that I practiced, and I'm gonna just stick with that. I'm gonna drop the ego, and just take out a trick, stick with that, and boom, I full marked, and look where that got me. Full marks is really important, guys. It's really, really important, and it got me 5th. Another year in the top 5. That is my 6th year in a row. Going in top 5 from the times I compete in person. So I'm really stoked about that. So that was one of my hypest runs of the day. Obviously, of course, it's mine. Yeah, it sounds funny, but really special moment for me. And I think there was a story within that really tied it all together with the learnings. But to move on from this, another great run that I saw, and I will always love this dude's runs, is Yasu. Nobody does their final runs like this guy, and nobody has the balls to do it. Nobody can do it except for him. He does only 10s, 11s, and 12s, and barely any 10s, by the way. He barely had any 10s this year, maybe 3. 3 10s right out the gate, and then just went for 11s and 12s. And thanks to him, we saw a lot of tricks on stage that would have never been done by anybody else. He
Absolutely not.
Some disgusting tricks, and he literally laced a lot. He laced most of them. He got stuck on Stods, which you could tell he really wanted that trick. It was probably the easiest one after that because he didn't skip it. He didn't
skip the entire time, and I was like, dude.
Yeah, it was probably because all the tricks after that were harder. So he really wanted that. He really could have easily got second place. 100%. He could have if he would have just easily got it second, but he got stuck on that one. He was doing some incredible stuff. So please go watch Yasu's run. You will see some tricks that will never be done by anybody else on that stage. He's a champion for that.
And if he would have laced that, he would have gotten like, I don't know what his point total would have been, but if we would have laced all of it, it probably would have been like substantially higher than Ryoga's, maybe like a couple hundred points for sure. Like, I mean, I didn't do calculations myself, but I imagine it would have been maybe a couple hundred points higher, which is insane.
No, he was going for some ridiculous stuff.
When he did 3 tab jug, Ken spike, I was like, are you actually serious?
Are you out of your mind?
And then Goya's trick right after.
Dude, yeah.
When he did Goya's trick, I thought, what are you on?
And he laced that too. He was the only person who did slingers this entire event. Yep. He pulled up with the slings, dude.
Yeah.
He also pulled up with the gunslingers. No, I didn't know either. And then he got it like that. So that's unfortunately he did Davide's trick so easily. Triple slinger up, triple inward throw to finger bounce, lighthouse, trade spike, but he did a quad sling instead of triple, and they docked him. They didn't give him that point, and he would have got third. But
that's just a kick in the balls too.
Like, it is too, because he laced a quad instead of a triple, and then got docked.
He after stage, and honestly, this year I didn't really see anybody like. I don't know if I remember anybody getting off stage and crying except for him. You know?
No, yeah, he no for sure.
And that obviously is like he really, really cared, and he really was actually going for the dub. Which in the past, I don't know. He's obviously probably tried to win in the past for sure. I mean, he won before, but I don't know. I can't say this for certain, but maybe in the past, 4 years since 2021, since he actually won every year after that, he probably hasn't gone for the win that bad since this year.
Yeah.
And so
he's not just going for the W. He's going for
the domination.
He's going for the domination. He's only. You see his tricks he's pulling up. He's not doing like strategic level 5, 6, 7, 10, 6, 7. No, he's just 10, 11, 12, dude.
Yeah, he's wanting to win, but not only win, but just win and dominate in his own style. because no one else in their right mind is ever going to pull up with 15 tricks and all of them be 10 plus. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So
if he were to do it like
entertaining.
Ryoga, he could get some really high points like that. But to him, it's just not like he wants to do it a different way.
Yeah, he wants to do it in his own style. Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, and that's
really,
how he is with freestyle too. Yeah.
So
And,
really excited to see his run. That was my favorite run.
yeah, I mean, we can talk about all the top guys. I mean, Takia, I don't know. The moment I saw that guy go up on stage, pull up with like a cashmere sweater and some pants, I thought, yeah, he's out.
He's out.
Just like, dude, this guy doesn't even care.
Yeah.
This guy legit does not care anymore.
Yeah,
where's
but
his,
he still
where's
got
his,
second, though.
where's his Orzora graphic tee with his shorts? Like,
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah, but I mean, he's still so good. Like,
No, yeah,
it's
100%.
just
obviously.
so dumb how good he is. But yeah,
Yeah.
he was missing though up there. He missed
He
actually
was
quite
missing.
a bit. He
was
missed quite a bit, dude.
Wait,
I was
in the last
pretty
trick he
surprised.
tried, that wasn't even in his run, right?
His 10-10?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I mean, I thought I looked at it and I thought, wait, is that even in there?
No, there was some
I thought he
12 at the end.
kind of got close too.
I mean, it's his trick, of course. Yeah. He's the only one who can do that up there. But
yeah, no one else is doing it.
Actually, yeah, who knows? Yasu maybe, but
Yasu.
His 10 tap. This dude does not miss 10 taps in freestyle. He always gets them. It's so dumb.
Ryoga's hitting 10 taps, dude. We're gonna talk about it later, but like 6 tap is I think I think these are the 2 easiest tricks of all time, apparently. 6 tap and juggle the handle stall.
Yasu and Ryoga just
the amount of people who hit 6 tap plus on stage at Catch and Flow World Cup was like insane. And then also the juggle handle stalls I saw were just like, dude, I remember when juggle the bird in freestyle I was like, yo,
yeah,
hey, juggle the bird, holy cow, that's insane.
Now it's
now
like
the bird, people are like falling, like sleeping.
Yeah,
it's like there's like 0 shares from that actually. Yeah. So
nothing.
That's pretty funny. But yeah, Takia's run was obviously great. Him going really fast and then kind of missing, but also kind of still getting second is insane. I got really hyped when obviously like Ryoga winning was sick. And the most impressive thing to me about Ryoga's run was just how little he missed, but still just and he didn't really miss. And then also he skipped like 3 of his tricks, did a couple of them, and then realized he skipped them and then went back and then still finished. Because if you watch Ryoga's run, he didn't really miss that much at all, ever. Except that he lost time by skipping tricks, so he had to redo some tricks and go back and fill them. But even still, though, without him missing a lot, he still was down to the wire.
Yeah.
He still got
and
in
he's
like
still
7,
full marks.
6, and he was ice cold and still finished. He would have finished with more seconds left if he actually did it in order and didn't like brain fart it, but it just like I cannot believe that because the margin of error is so low. With that
really
type
can't
of
miss
run,
for that long.
You can't miss.
Like look at
miss.
Nonika's run too. Look at Nonika's run. I was wondering because she got so close to failing, like so close to the wire. And I watched her run. I just thought, man, what tricks did she like use time on? And she used time on 2. On 2 tricks, she probably missed like 4 or 5 times, and that's enough to kill your entire run. Just if you have that many tricks, you literally cannot miss. You cannot miss most of the time. You can't afford to. So
yeah.
And with Ryoga especially, he's so many tricks, but they're all like a lot of high level ones. It's high risk.
When he did the trick, what was it? What was the trick, Nick? Where he did it was dub tap jug dub can like dub can jug dub tap jug bird, right?
Yeah, level 11 Chandler Gant.
When he did that first try, I was like, what the like?
No, he's got that all. He's
are
got
you
that
actually
in
serious?
the bag.
For first try though, like I was like, holy.
No,
shit.
I saw him do that. I saw him do that before, and I just thought, man, such clean flips too. Just such clean flips.
Yeah. It's just amazing. I mean, he finished with 7 or 6 seconds left, ice cold, like with the lunars, and the margin of error was so low for him. And then you look at someone like Adrian Valau. He legit had like 35 or 40 seconds left on his last trick. Coming through, that kid is like one of the cleanest players. And not even and he's not like the same. It's not the same type of clean like Ryoga, because Ryoga legit is like, for me, he's like the definition of clean. That guy plays in a box. Like Ryoga actually just plays in a box, and all of his swaps, they're all like in this one same. They're usually never past a certain height when he goes to Lighthouse and into the triple flip trade spike. That guy just plays in a box, and it's so precise, and it's got kind of like that. I want to say robotic, but it's not like Mahdi robotic. It's more so just so proper. I feel like that's a good word for it. But Adrian plays with a lot of space. He plays with a lot of space. His Ken and Tom are going high and low, and he's moving he's moving in space a lot more than Ryoga. But man, that guy is so consistent. It's literally ridiculous. That guy is
talking about Adrian.
Yeah, Adrian is so precise, so calm and collected, ice cold. That guy literally all of his tricks in the finals of KWC, he made it look so easy, dude. Like actually just so easy. Just back to back to back to back. It was incredible to watch. He has after this performance at KWC alone, not even taking into consideration his freestyle performance, which he got literally second, just this one solidified him as I'm putting him up at like the 4th best player in the world, easily the 3rd best competitor ever, like right now.
Yeah, this year he's
not even and it's actually not even and like for me it's not.
No, it's not debatable.
You can't dispute that because if you really go by results, like you can't for the past year and a half, you can't really dispute that. And and really it's just so amazing to see Adrian show up, because he knows he has eyes on him. Like he knows he has eyes on him. People, he's that guy from Romania. He's like he won EKC. He's a good shot, but like people are really looking forward to see how he's going to do. Like especially him, and then forget about it. Like and then you count in all the people who actually are Romanian, all these Romanian kids from TikTok who are actually playing Kendama, and they're like Bilal, like like that's Bilal's like their hero, their guy. And so he has a ton of eyes on him, and he comes up and performs every single time without fail. It's so amazing.
Yeah,
it's incredible.
Yeah. He rises to the occasion a lot.
Seeing under pressure, barely any players are even able to do that. But in history, really, like hardly any amount of players have ever gotten on a type of run that is like similar to his, ever. Ever.
Yeah. He and what's cool about him is he got 3rd at World Cup, but he also got 2nd at Cash and Flow, and he's also done really well in Open this year. He's done good at World Cup, he's done good at Open, he's done really well at Open this year, and then in freestyle he's the most lethal. That's the craziest thing. He's good at everything, but in freestyle he's just the most lethal, dude. He's the closest to Yasu.
Yeah, he 100%. He's the closest to Yasu. His style, you can see he has adapted a lot of his style in the past year to Yasu, and it's obviously working really. And of course, like he's working, it's his own now. He's made it his own. I mean, he's really adapted a lot of his own style tricks and mixed it with that and made it kind of like the Villau style. And it's incredible to watch. I mean, yeah, his run was so hyped for me. For me, I was like, dude, he's gonna full mark. He's like 30 seconds left. He's definitely
that last sling. Trick,
obviously, like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sling. That's such a tough trick to hit on stage. Even Schultz himself didn't put it in his run.
Yeah, I would have loved to see it. Qing Yang was the closest, dude. She missed the 5th. She missed. She literally did have it in the bag. She barely missed it. Like she barely missed, dude.
It's such a tough trick to hit on stage. Like there's so much anticipation. It's like, all right, I'm at 3, now I'm at 4, and already took me like 15 seconds, like 10 seconds to get here.
And then also it's just tough to gunslinger.
Yeah,
it's based on shape.
I don't know if people notice it, but watching it, of course, like. Well, like I think when these last moments happen, right? Like Nobu's still commentating. It's like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 buzzer beater, and Nobu's like 5. Obviously in Japanese, which I forgot, but yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
For 5, yeah. It's funny because it's like you're trying to focus so hard, and then once you go for it, he's like,
yes, exactly, dude. Exactly.
No
it's sound until you go for it, and it's like, yeah.
It's like, come on. It's like, wait. What?
Yeah, it's like,
no. Yeah, but once you're competing, you don't even hear that.
No,
you really don't even hear it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just hilarious. When I watch back, I'm just like, yo.
No, when I was watching, I was like,
no, you just messed him up. No, you messed him up, bro.
Yeah. One of the obviously we could sit here and talk all day about like any of these runs, but one thing I want to bring up really quick. You notice these two guys. Let's see. Where's Taichi and the Taichi? Yeah, so there's Takeru, the Shikaki, and where's the other Shikaki bro?
Yeah, the other Shikaki bro,
20th place and the 16th place. Those brothers, I don't even know if they post on Instagram. I actually don't follow them. And Nick, are they pretty active? Because they haven't.
No,
like, I remember them not being active. I remember Taichi not being active at all.
But
look at these brothers, dude. They're making it. The last year, I didn't know how active they were. Taichi didn't really like play. Like I mean, obviously he plays because he made it. But last year he comes up, makes finals, gets finalist. These brothers, dude. These like Taichi's the older one. Takeru's like the younger one, and they're just bros, and they like just shout out to them, man. Shout out to them. So honestly, kind of reminds me of me and you. Like they're just bros, and they're pushing each other, and they're doing it so well. Like, it's just really cool to see. Like these kids are just they're competing.
They do well.
They're still today, like to this day, even though they're not as active as they used to be. At least Taichi for sure. They're still pulling up and lacing. Like they're still competing at the highest level, and it's so cool to see. Just two bros going hard. Yeah. So
they do well.
Shout out to them.
You said there. I know you said you only saw Yasuko after their runs. These guys definitely got emotional after their runs. They were.
Oh really?
Dang. Yeah, these guys did. I mean, man, Nonoka cried. Nonoka cried also after her run. Like, even though she got full marks, she probably got emotional. I mean, Haruichi, bro, this is a big competition that's important for a lot of people. Haruichi was crying.
Yeah.
You know,
maybe I
like people are crying, dude. I think Adrian also cried. It's pretty important to a lot of people. So,
dude, you put so much time in. Yeah, I mean, 100%. I've definitely, exactly. Like I've cried at competitions, 100%. I've cried at KWC, 100%. Like definitely twice. So after final runs too, exactly. So, it makes a lot of sense. Like it's a really intense competition, and it's all over in just a flash. It's like 3 minutes, you're done. It's like, oh, okay, that was it. Goes by so fast up there too.
Right. So
well, and also, I mean, Edwin Miguel. I think we could talk about runs for so long. I don't know if we want to keep doing this actually, but
no, I think we're okay. But hey, guys, watch Edwin's last 10 seconds of his run. Like 300 plus points all in those last 10 seconds. By the way, just back to back level 11s. So
literally the most hype,
best buzzer beater ever.
Just the most
of all time,
dude. When I actually was watching that, and in the moment, I was like, "Why did he rush that first swing up tap? He didn't need to do that." And I watched it back. I'm like, "Oh, he actually needed to do that. He actually needed to rush it." And dude, when he rushed it, as soon as he rushed it, and when did the high swing up tap, I immediately I was watching the ground. I kind of looked away because I was like, "Oh, it's over. He missed. There's no way he's coming back from that high tap. He didn't even set himself up good." And then when he got the triple and Campbell pop, I was like, "Yo, oh my gosh,
he's about to do it. He's about to
do it. That's just insane." And he actually hits it, like so crazy. His Tama was kind of going out of control too, but when he caught it, it was perfect. It just smashed it. Like no.
Perfect.
That was easy. It was amazing. I was screaming, dude. I was screaming so loud the entire night, man. It was freaking epic. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Awesome. Yeah.
That was
really.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Good. Really props to it. Like he practiced a lot in the last 3 weeks before KWC, and man, he got 6. Like that's respect. That's a very respectable ranking. That is very difficult to get top 10, much less top 6. Like that. Wow. Really good.
And then last year, guys, just a quick comparison. Top 10 this year, you had to get 1277. You had to get over 1,200 points. So you have to get over 1,200 points to get in the top 10, which is crazy. And Naru you can see Naru rounding it out at the 10th place, which is, shout out that kid. I mean, that kid's like 9 years old, getting 1277, qualified last points wise, but still look at him top 10. I mean, that's amazing. And then you look at the top 10 from last year, 1,057. You had to get 10. You had to get like 1050 to be top 10. Like the standard, dude. Again, like 1271. Nick, you got 4th with that last year, and then that would have gotten you. That would have slotted you at. That would have gotten you 11th, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So look at the level. It's like it just continues to go up. It's amazing. It's just incredible. So I'm loving the development so far. Like, it just keeps going up, and this year, especially at a high pace. Like, I also want to talk. I mean, I also kind of want to ask you about kind of obviously, dude. The competition's one thing, but obviously the bond, the relationships, people are making great new relationships and developing their ones that already have in the moments that are outside the competition. What was kind of like in your perspective, for you, dude, like what was the most like beautiful moment of the event for you? Maybe not the most hype, maybe kind of outside of the event, but just kind of one that like, you're super thankful for, that really stick out to you that is not really not really related to directly competing on stage, right?
Yeah. Let me think about that. I mean, my mom, my wife were watching, so it was good to have them there. And obviously when I full marked, that was good to hug them and rejoice about that. For me personally, that's up there. I would say all the kids I coached, just watching them, just having, like, you can watch in my run too. As I come off, it's on the live stream. I come off the stage and a lot of the kids that I worked with this year are just there to just be like, I just come down to this pool of kids and I'm like, guys, I did it. And they're like, yeah, like, it's just so cool. Not all those kids were the people I worked with, but hey, like a lot of them were. It was just really, really cool. And I felt really special to just see them do well. And as well, a lot, like probably 90% of them full marked, and very, very proud of them. And so that was a really cool moment for me. Yeah. And then I would say, it would have been really cool if I could just see like Lyndon's run or Colton. I saw Colton like full mark his prelim, and that was really, really special to me. Lyndon would have been really special as well, but I didn't see that live. I just enjoyed watching other people who I knew worked hard really just give it everything they had. And yes, great if they full mark, great if they like do well in the finals as well. But more so than anything, they're just the fact that they tried till the very end. Like they actually tried their hardest till the very end. That's very, very special for me to see. And nobody really knows. Like I was just in a lucky position to be able to witness a lot of these kids' journeys and up so close, like so closely to them, and every day just watching them. And then by the time they arrive, it's like, holy crap, like they are just different people. So yeah, from America, I mean, Lyndon, Colton, Edwin, I was really happy to work with them, and yeah, they really gave it everything they had
in their practice.
Yeah, Colton and Lyndon and Edwin from America. So it was just so special, to see them really try up until this point and then just really put it all out. And they all had really good results this year. They made, like a lot of people, they made their goals, right? Edwin not only made finals, but he placed in the top 10. He got 6. I know he was going for a little more, but he still did incredible compared to last year. Lyndon made finals, his goal, incredible. Colton made finals, his goal, really incredible. Yeah, just a lot of stuff to build on for next year. But yeah, that was probably the most special thing for me, is being so involved in a lot of other people's journeys, not just mine, and watching them grow. Because we only see the end result, but if you just knew how much work a lot of these kids put in and their transformation over a long period of time, it's like seriously a different player was at KWC compared to when I first started working with these people.
Yeah,
and that goes for good people, good players too. Edwin, Lyndon, Colton, like these finalists, and a couple other Japanese kids that made finals. Natsu, dude, she literally was different. A lot of her tricks in the finals, I was telling her how to do them for the first time a long time ago, and I was like, now you're just up there lacing them first try in your final run. And
dude,
so
she's robotic. She was like robotic with it. I mean, she seriously dominated.
And she would have got full marks too, but she accidentally did 9 juggle spike instead of 10. So hey, gotta give her some slack, right? She's 9 years old. She still needs to learn how to count. But hey, she'll learn how to count soon. Okay.
And next year when she actually learns how to count to 10, it's over.
It's over. It's over. But yeah, I could name more examples, but just really proud of these people. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, just everybody actually giving it their all and putting the time in. I mean, I know Natsu for sure. I remember when you first started, like helping her out back in literally like February, March, and just seeing her development. She was literally, struggling to get like 60 some points back then. And now she just got 88 prelims and just qualified finals and just dominated like that. Yeah. It's like the amount of work that took, right? Like so much. And all that goes for a ton of these players. Dude, and like all these players who put in a lot of work for their runs. You see Edwin talking about it after, like he just put us on Instagram. He's like, I spent 8 hours a day. I spent 8 hours a day every day for 3 weeks practicing for KWC. But what could have happened if I spent 8 hours a day every day for 3 months, right? Like, obviously that's a lot of work in a condensed period of time. But he's right. I mean, consistently going over, putting that work in. I mean, that's what a lot of players did who are Japanese and who are foreign as well. Like, I mean, foreign, yeah. Other people as well, they put that work in, and I think that's it's obviously a big reason why people get so emotional afterwards, no matter what happens, just because that's like accumulation of all their work and their chance to show it. And not a lot of people work that hard on anything in their life, so it's good to see.
And if you really knew how much work some of these top players did, like Ryoga, you do not even know how much he's practiced.
Yeah,
how much he's refined his 2,000 point run. You have no idea. And Edwin, the amount of practice this dude put in, 3 weeks before the competition started. We started working together 3 weeks before the comp, and nobody would do what he was doing. Like,
No, couldn't practice inside. Terrible weather outside. He practices outside every day. And
I just want to he doesn't have a nice spot inside. He's got to go outside. He's got to make it happen. And the training he went through, like, he really didn't have to do that, but he did, and that's why he got 6 with just minimal. Like, he really did a lot of work, and I don't think not everyone would do that, and that's exactly why he'll just excel.
So, and if you really see for like in most cases, right? Obviously, this isn't like a blanket statement for everybody because a lot of people do practice a ton of hours and then just like for whatever reason, they miss the mark and they might bomb or not full mark or whatever. But again, dude, this is about what you're saying. If people were to actually see, like, if people could actually calculate and could see visually, like, okay, real good, 2,000 points, first place, and this is how many hours he practices final run specifically. It'd be like, oh, well, that kind of makes sense why he got first because he did that, because he actually practiced this many hours. Like, oh, It actually checks out. It's not like because Ryoga's the best, like, he obviously going to win. No, it's like, oh, he practiced like 2 times more than the second guy. Of course he would get first. Like, there's the gap. And so, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's huge, and it's nice to see everybody it's nice to see everybody just putting that much effort in with Kendama, right? Like, I've always loved that. I've always had a special place in my heart for really dedicated players and people who really care. Yeah. So
yeah. And the more
see that.
Yeah, the more like of course this is fine at the end of the day. Like what Edwin said, 3 weeks. What if you could do it 3 months? The more effort you put in the amount of time you have, like if you use all the time, it just gives you no what ifs at the end. Right. That's just great, which is really great because I'm sitting here too. It's like, I didn't really practice that much this year, and I sat there with 5th. And you know what I did? Because I decided to compete at the last second, and I did it. And luckily, right? Thank goodness, praise God, it went well. 5th place, really cool, really really cool. And I just thought, wow, if I would have practiced this year like more, then what could have got? But it just there's a yeah, okay, yeah.
The only answer is first.
Yeah,
obviously,
for sure. No, but it makes you think. It's like, oh, what if I did this? What if I did that? And then you'll never know because you have to just come back next time and really was your sight set on that and leave no room for what if I did this? If I just did this, no more guessing. It leaves you, and no matter what the result is, right? No matter what the result is, as long as like you put in the time and you leave no what ifs in the tank. It's like no more guessing. It's like you really gave it your all and this is what you got. And that's really cool because the result isn't everything. Like as much as people like love to say it, like I know much how like cliche that really sounds. It's like the amount of people that I coached this year and saw their growth, whatever the result is, they
still have the skill
20 times as good as they used to be.
Like
legit a million times better. So
million times better.
Yeah, if you're willing to put in the effort, the result will come eventually. It doesn't guarantee you first place, but it does guarantee growth, and it's just so nice to just know that you controlled as much other controllables as you could.
Yeah.
So
that's really well said. You're guaranteed. Yeah, no result is ever guaranteed ever. Period. Yeah. But the only thing that's when you practice that hard, you're guaranteed to become a lot better. It's guaranteed. That is guaranteed. Yeah.
You're upping the likelihood of you doing well. You're upping the likelihood of you doing well.
Yeah.
So
especially if you have like a proven path and like an actual plan that makes sense. Yeah.
Exactly.
Obviously, there's some common sense and there's some sense, and obviously, like if you see somebody doing what you want to do and have achieved results you want to get, like maybe go ask them, right? Like, or not maybe, like definitely do it. Definitely do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a cheat code. It's going to save you time, which is super valuable. So,
and I would say that this year, I think because I've done KWC so many times,
right,
and I've helped people with it this year. I've competed in this event so many times. That also helped me make a run that got me a good result, but despite not practicing a bunch, because it's just experience at that point. So
you're not a player. It's not like you come in. It's not like you're Nick Gallagher. Like, oh yeah, this random guy came in cold, and then
no.
It's like no. This has been like 10 years almost.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not an anomaly. That's not an anomaly. It's just the amount of like I've been playing Kendama 14 years, like almost right, almost 14 years at this point. So
if anybody's watching, dude, and you're playing Kendama hard, and I just want to encourage you to keep going, man. Like you as long as your heart's there, your interest, you have a genuine interest in it, and like just freaking keep going hard, dude. Because it's just, I mean, selfishly, I'm a big fan. I can kind of consider myself more of a fan than a player at this point. It's great to watch. And obviously, like, you're pushing. Kendama's so young. And the harder people push, like, and I really do think that it's because more entertaining. Obviously, people who are pushing, like, they're enjoying it, so you're having more fun. Like, just want to keep encouraging people. If you're hitting a stride right now with Kendama, like, dude, keep going. It's freaking just keep going, man. No matter what level you're at, even if you're a beginner or if you're a super good pro, as long as you're really passionate about it, like, just go hard, go in there. I mean, you have no idea what experiences you're gonna have. You have really no idea what experiences you're gonna have by progressing at Kendama, but also, like, involving yourself in the community, talking to people, making new relationships, like, places you're gonna go, and what you're gonna be able to do with it. It's incredible. It's gonna set you up to become really good and have the capacity to become really good at anything else in your life, because you've proven to yourself, like, oh, I can actually progress, like, really well at this. There's no different than anything else. You just have to figure out how to practice it. Yeah. So if you're there with that in Kendama, it's really big interest. Just go hard.
It is cool to try. Cool to try. That's all I'll say. I'll end it on that. It is very, very cool to try and try your best at something. So not every player might be like, oh, this guy's tryharding or whatever, like, whatever. No, it's cool to give your best.
No, it's sick.
It's cool. And it's very respectable. People are afraid of giving their best because they're like, what if I give my best and I don't get this, like, the result I want?
Exactly.
Yeah, well, nobody's going to remember. Nobody's going to care.
Yeah, nobody cares.
Nobody cares. Genuinely, I promise you, nobody cares. I promise you, nobody cares. So it's cool to try. It's cool to give your best. And really, in the years from now, just as Zack said, it's like, keep going and
just keep going.
Just keep trying. If you don't, you might look back in a couple of years and be like, again, what if I did? And you don't want that. You don't leave room for guessing. It's better to just try now and
awesome.
know for sure later. Yeah.
Kendama was freaking awesome. It feels so good to get better at it and just enjoy it. And obviously getting better at it's probably the most fun thing, though. Yeah.
Of course.
Better. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. And then, like, dude, honestly, one thing I wanted to ask you, just based off, I'm honestly curious.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like there's, like, a new meta or something? Like, what do you think after this year? Do you feel any, like, trends coming up in 2026 with Kendama play? Like, maybe after stuff you saw at KWC, but we're about to talk about Catch and Flow World Cup in a second. But obviously, like, after watching Catch and Flow, Chimera, I don't know what to call it, guys. Like, Kendama World Championship Freestyle. After these 2 past weeks, people coming in, do you feel like there's any new metas that are coming up? Or I just wanted to ask this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I saw the meta. It's a lot easier to identify the meta in Catch and Flow because everybody does the same stuff. Like, a lot of people do the same stuff, and it's so influenced by Yasu. It's crazy. It's crazy that everyone plays like Yasu. Everyone tries. Everyone tries to do taps and juggles to spike, and it's almost juggle to spike is like it's like a big cup spike ender at this point. Everybody does it. It doesn't count for anything, dude. You'll see it. And a lot of people are doing 8 taps now. Johnny hit 2 8 taps.
Oh my gosh, sorry.
Johnny hit a couple 8 taps in Catch and Flow. He hit 1 8 tap juggle to spike, and I think he did 8 tap juggle stump playing fast hand. Or he did he juggled to spike. He did juggle to spike and then fast hand. Here. So
he did.
Yeah. So yeah. And then Jacobs hit 8 tap juggle spike, and then Ryoga's hitting 10s, Yasu's hitting 10s and 8s all over the place, and. Yeah, and then Adrian, of course, he hits 8s, and then man, you definitely see more juggle to spikes and keeping stuff alive. Less static tricks, less
rigid play, right?
Yeah, like more people not trying to mess up and keep the flow alive no matter what. Like, not resetting their Kendama. They really are trying to keep it alive no matter what and just play with it. But yeah, I mean, there's just lots of. I mean, I don't want to say metas, taps, and juggles because it's just that's how it's always been for those are really important tricks for Kendama now. But a lot of people play the same on stage. I just realized. Yeah, nobody does.
I will say
this. Yeah. Nobody does as many stalls as they used to. You do not see as many stalls. And people will juggle the bird, people will juggle the handle stall. Still very impressive, but I did not see, I barely saw any stilts or any Tom. You'll hardly ever even see the lunars, or like what?
That's so true.
Like, no, you won't even see. You'll see lighthouses, of course, like maybe triple lighthouse flips and stuff, but from Yasu or yeah. But man, there's not a lot of balance tricks. There's not a lot of okay, set on this position, set go, set go. It's more like insta juggle tap, insta juggle tap. Maybe get on like the stall for like half a second, then insta out of it, and then just go. I know Miguel likes to do a lot of insta like act.
Dude.
He's trying to do insta acts or like try to insta out of a still. I'm like, yo, keep it there, bro.
Yeah.
But
Dude, even on KWC, like I know it's a different comp, but dude, people are out there bouncing their stalls.
oh,
Like,
dude, that's just
like
not
hard.
That's not.
First of all, it's hard. And secondly, like if you miss it, it's slower than doing it normally. So even if you get it the second time, the bouncing of the stalls, man, it's just kind of funny. I mean, it's just like funny to watch after seeing more stalls in the past. But I guess this is kind of how it is now with some people, just to decide. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But
yeah.
I feel like yeah.
Go ahead.
I think the style, like, as you were talking, it made me realize. I think the meta obviously for sure taps, Ken flips, juggles. I mean, but I really think the style. I think the style meta is definitely what you're talking about, because you see a lot of players, dude. The amount of players I've seen hit, and wow, really the more we talk about it, I'm really thinking, wow, Yasu really legit just inspired the entire Kendama of 2025.
No, he did.
The amount of people who are going light outs, insta, thumb sling down spike, or more like insta down spikes, or the amount of times I've seen this one where you go insta flip, stump plane fast hand.
Yeah.
Stump plane fast hands in general, like throw stump plane fast hands. I mean, all this stuff, like, I feel like a lot of it stemmed from Yasu. And if it didn't stem from Yasu definitely elevated it enough to where it's like, okay, wow, this is really cool. Like, but also the flowing of what you said, of how people flow out of tricks, less rigid. I think it just looks a lot more fun. Kendama looks a lot more, the technicality for sure is still there, for sure. But
yeah,
I think it just looks cooler now.
No, it looks cooler.
I think it looks cooler. I think it's more digestible for someone who doesn't know what Kendama is to look at it, because now there's people playing in a way where there's more movement, and people are just more. Yeah, I feel like there's way more expression in it, dude. I mean, Noah's always been like this. Noah's a great freestyler, and we can talk about. I'm going to talk about her in a second.
She's so good.
Shout out her, because she's really, really incredible at Kendama. And dude, she was legit out there on stage, just working in dance moves, and that honestly had nothing to do with the trick. I mean, most of the time she legit was just like kind of dancing for like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And I don't think anything happened with the Kendama really, but
no.
But it's just like more fun. It's just more fun to watch. And more, I mean, so I think that's kind of where the meta is going, and it's kind of is right now, and people flowing. I mean, you see Miguel doing selfie clips, just flowing. Edwin doing selfie clips, flowing. Yasu flowing. Yeah. Adrian flowing. People are just out here, bungee, rebounding, whatever, flowing and hitting stuff. It's just more fun to watch, I think. Yeah. But it'll be interesting to see how it kind of evolves in the next year, because I think it's got a lot of it, and some of it's already starting to kind of blend together, especially when you put them on stage competing against each other, like kind of how you talked about how everybody looks the same. But I think overall, though, from an entertainment perspective, just outside of Kendama players, like seasoned Kendama players, of people who know Kendama, I think it's a huge plus. I think it's a huge plus. The people are
it is, and again, that's just from Yasu, dude. Like Yasu, a couple years ago, I remember going to Catchville 2022, and I just thought, and I mean, Yasu's changed since then. He wasn't exactly like domination back then. He still won. No, he lost that year. He got second, but.
The Red Devil lost, and then it
was like more. What are they doing? It's like, what are they doing? It's like they're just dancing up there. Like, what's going on? It's more like a showcase now. And then Yasu just takes that energy and just combines it with never missing. And now he is the GOAT. But
it's that easy.
Again, that performance style. A lot of people have just digested that into their own play, tried to be like him, and. I mean, you can clearly see it's rubbing off on pretty much everybody.
It's a huge plus.
I think it's amazing, and I think a lot of people, what people can just find now is their own style within that. It doesn't really take much to just add your own flavor and to just diversify yourself a little bit. Because this style too, I mean, I catch myself playing like playing more just like flowy now too with and I just think that's also because of Yasu. And I'm not trying to knee bounce or like kick it or anything, but just the juggles and everything and like what I do from base cup, and I try to like I can just tell I'm like, wow, I wouldn't probably be doing this if Yasu didn't change the meta. But Yasu changed the meta. And you know, I think at this point now when I see a bunch of players go up there and kind of do the same thing, and you really cannot beat, and people will try and beat Yasu at Yasu's own game, or people will try and beat people with just, I guess, normal juggles and spikes. Like Tominar, for example, this dude has incredible play. I think he just tries to do a lot of like rapid spikes, and it's not, you cannot beat, what I'm trying to say is you cannot beat the masters at their own game right now. Like you're not going to beat Yasu by doing Yasu stuff. Like, so I think at this point, you know, I think Adrian has done a decent job or a pretty good job of adding his own flavor into Yasu's playstyle. He doesn't do the exact same, but he does do his, which is great because he does his own like stuff, like the trade or lunar toss he did at Catch and Flow. That was amazing. Right. Other people have their own signature tricks. Like Xing Yang will do gunslingers, and that just alone puts her in a different category, makes her stand out. So just if I were to give advice on approaching this new meta, it's like, yes, definitely get really good at it, at attaching juggles, just keeping it alive, keeping the flow alive. But if you can just add your own flair of like what tricks you love to do and add it in there, just make, even if it's just a little bit, you only need a little bit. You only need a little bit to stand out and be remembered, especially on the stage. So if you can just identify one trick that it might pause, it might not be insta, it might not be like super flowy, but it's going to be remembered on stage. If you just like stop and you do something that's,
dude, the stopping is huge.
You stop.
The stopping is huge. The stopping is massive. You know,
changing the tempo.
Taken to the exact extreme of this, if you kind of still look at what Misu did. Misu's an amazing freestyle, and she actually has been so good at freestyle for a long time.
She's
and her
so
style
good.
is so unique, and her style is literally the epitome of just like she's definitely not doing instas and flowing and whatever. Yeah, sometimes maybe that's worked in, but she's definitely not like a juggle player or a Kenful player or a tap player.
No.
She literally qualified first in the what was that? I don't even know what open division of the Catch and Flow freestyle. What is this event called, dude?
Can we call it Catch and Flow. Just call it Catch and Flow.
Okay. Well, she qualified first in that division just through doing her style. She studied true to herself, like worked in her own style, balance tricks, precision stalls, and she qualified first, domination,
and she qualified top 16 for the pro.
Qualified top 16 for the pro.
Yeah, that's nuts. That's nuts.
So that's the other extreme, right? So it's exactly as you said, dude. Stopping and then also stopping in the run, really letting it set in and maybe go for more of a technical trick, right? Because I think overall, like me as a viewer and honestly someone who like knows Kendama, overall, like the flowiness and keeping it alive, definitely a huge plus than in minus. 100%, it's going to help you. It helps a lot of players do really well. But yeah, that pausing, that really knowing your own style, like really going deep into, what am I really good at? What are the tricks I most enjoy? And what are the tricks I'm most consistently at? Like, how can I work that into my freestyle? And that itself alone is going to differentiate you. And you see that, and exactly as you were talking with different players. Like, for example, I mean, Adrian has that. He was doing tray tossbacks. He was doing, that kid is literally like,
his thumb slingers are great.
His thumb slingers, dude. He's the one dude. He's so good. He's got thumb slingers on autopilot. Johnny's so good at doing jump pass. I mean, that guy, if you're working that into a run, you're a freak. You're a freak.
He will not miss that.
It's on autopilot. That guy's on automatic for that. Miguel does yanks in his run. Obviously, he has more in his bag than that. But he hit a couple. I actually watched the top 16 today and all through to the finals again. I didn't watch the finals match again, but I watched the top 16 through top 8 just to get a full rundown of everybody who all made that far. Too. Miguel was popping off and then legit looked at the crowd and was like, "Hey!" and then hit a yank after and was like, "Yo!" I was like, "Holy!"
I'm so confused on how much a yank actually counts.
No, me too. I don't
know. Freestyle, but he does hit them. He's hit a lot.
Yeah, he hits them a lot. But everybody has their kind of own flavor, and I think just finding the balance, right? Like finding the flow, like keeping it alive, but also just working your own stuff in. Like Noah, I think Noah's a great example of someone who actually has that balance really well. She is very precise. Like she'll hit stall tricks. She'll flow. She's very good at taps, jugs, and Ken flips, but she'll also hit she was hitting swivel stall combos. She was hitting,
Yeah, her
whirlwinds
swivels are
right after, like
nuts.
super proper, like trip whirlwind. No, I don't see but people doing trip whirlwinds and stuff anymore. No one's pulling out. Barely anybody's pulling out
Yeah,
whirlwinds. Yo, Miguel legit did this in the same
Miguel
moment.
did that though.
Hit the yank, boom, pulled up, inward lunar, behind the back, claps, catches it. I was like, oh my.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I was
Yeah.
watching my screen, dude. I literally, when he did it, I literally was like this. I was watching like this. I was like, oh. And then when he hit that, I was like, holy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I think it's getting to a point where I think this probably sums it up pretty well. People know how to play the freestyle game now. You notice how people don't go up there and just suck and just don't hit anything for 45 seconds. Everybody hits stuff.
That's the thing
Everybody's
about
hitting stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Which it's nobody goes up there and just it's very rare you go see someone go up there and just bomb. People know how to play the game. People know how to keep know how to get the spikes in. And that's cool. The level has raised, the bar has raised, the standard has raised a little bit, actually a lot. But now you have to differentiate yourself. Everyone can go up there and hit a bunch of spikes. Everyone can. But you're all going to look a lot of people look the same if they don't add their own spin on it, their own flavor. I will use Tominari as an example. And he is great. He made top 16 in pro division this year. He is a great player. We all know how good this guy is. He's an amazing Kendama athlete. He takes it very seriously, and he's done 30 tap. Okay, that says a lot by itself. 30 tap. Are you serious? So, which he tied Ryoga's record, by the way. So they're on the same playing field in that. Tominari will go up there and he does a lot of juggle spikes. He's very fast. He never takes a break. Everything goes in and out of the spikes super quick, and it's hard to remember. But you just know he did. He did a lot. But also he did a lot, but at the same time, did he do anything at all? And I say that only because it's hard to remember exactly the big points of his run because It's just all the same. It's consistent, little stuff all the way to the end. There's no big, there's no big, whoa, that he just did that. So it's hard to remember. And so he got to the top 16, but he plays Yasu first round. It's hard to beat Yasu at the game he created. So it's impossible actually. So I will say this: if you can only get so far by copying the meta and just doing exactly what everyone else does. You can only get so far because eventually you're going to lose to someone who has got that and also their own style on it. So really don't be afraid of doing the tricks you love to do still. Do not be afraid of the tricks you like. Do not be afraid. They will count, and it will count for more than you think. So please just remember that.
A lot of taps and juggles. People care a lot about those, which obviously, they're fun and they're important. But just man,
I promise you, if you can be remembered,
bro. Imagine, dude, this is what if Davide was a little more. I mean, Davide sometimes pops off. He's actually one of my favorite freestylers, but that guy was more consistent, with his tricks on stage, right? If he was, dude, I really think the more unpredictable you can be, just the better. And I honestly, I think freestyle for sure, but I also think that for clips, clips in general. Yeah. So many players are you see a lot of hey, okay, 4-4-4 or 2-4-2 sandwich line 3-3-3, 5-5-5-5-5. I don't know, but But dude, I'm talking about Matt, Davide is the perfect example of this. Dude, I'm looking for I think this would be so cool and work really well in freestyle and just clips in general, just where you're hitting a 3-2 freaking 8-1 line or just tricks that just don't make sense. You're on lunar at one point, and then you're going into you working into an inward gunslinger somewhere. You stop. It's not bouncing around. You're not doing instas, but just really what I'm talking about is tricks that just leave a mark in your brain. Holy cow, that not expect that at all. Because based on what people are seeing in freestyle, right? Okay, we're going to do tabs, struggles, but if you're going to hit a Davide freaking dub sling jug blowback to a finger balance lighthouse, it's okay, I'm remembering that. I know what you're doing right there. And, and everybody's gonna have their own version of what that looks like with their style. So it's just how unpredictable can you be? And I think that I'm not gonna say I don't know if that. I'm just gonna hypothesize and say I think that's gonna do really well for the entire year. I mean, really, it's a lot more fun. If you're, this is all predicated on the fact that you're actually in Kendama or watching Kendama regularly, right? Literally, and obviously, people who are going to do this is that, but that unpredictability stuff. That literally, if people who don't know Kendama, nobody cares. Right?
Right.
People are in Kendama actually at these events. So
just be remembered. On stage, you can be remembered. It'll be a plus for you.
Yeah,
it'll be good. It'll be good.
Probably more fun too. Yeah, just in general. So I mean, Yasu, I feel like the catch and flow that podium you could have predicted from like a mile away.
Yeah.
Yasu, not in any order. I mean, you could have predicted Yasu first for sure, but like Yasu, Adrian, Ryoga, like you see these guys in the same comp, it's like, okay, if I had to make a bet, I'd probably bet on these three, So, so
yeah.
for you,
Johnny did well.
What?
Johnny did well to get fourth.
Shout out
was
Johnny.
in fourth place. Yeah,
he fourth in that lineup is insane. Yeah.
Yeah. He took everyone out from America.
Dude, yeah, that's right. He beat Colton, and then honestly, Jacob, you did really well, man. Johnny wrecked Jacob in that match, dude.
The second round was nuts.
Johnny wrecked.
Jacob, although I will say, Jacob did. I mean, did you see some of his tricks in when they were trying to qualify? He did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gunslinger. Yep. He did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gunslinger. He did a tap right after that.
Yep.
He had an incredible run. So yeah, he qualified third, by the way. So he qualified Yasu, Adrian, Jacob, and then Ryoga. So he qualified really high. And he made top 8. So incredible props to him. He did really well.
Jacob again, dude, Jacob KWC. You have Jacob in open. You have Jacob in freestyle. He's an all around. He's
solid.
He's a triple threat. Really. I mean, and I mean, Johnny had one of his best rounds the entire day against him, and that both actually both of those, one of the two his best rounds they were literally his last against Jacob. And Jacob, shout out, but Jacob really, like, those are the Washington boys. Like, let's freaking go. I mean, obviously Johnny's from Hawaii, but he's a Washington guy. So really awesome to see those guys head to head. It would have been cooler to see maybe them meet it was really cool to see them head to head.
Nah, dude, a blessing, honestly, that they were able to meet where they did. Because if you're playing anybody else like Ryoga, Adrian, Yasu, like you might not make it past them. So
all right.
Exactly. It was cool to see them play. Colton did a great job. Yeah. He qualified. He's so good, especially in the first rounds of qualifying. He's never not qualified for a freestyle ever since competing in Pro Division. So he did qualifying at the catch and play. I don't know if you saw the qualifying rounds, but if you really go watch it on the live streams, guys, everyone did really good. Everyone did so good. Mm-hmm. Everyone did. Even like Elijah from Australia, he qualified. He got top 3 in open.
Beast. What a beast like that!
And just talk about somebody who's remembered. I mean, this guy was doing gunslingers in a way.
I don't even know how to do it.
He was doing gunslingers in a way that definitely helped him stand out, and his flow was so clean. He combined it again with some juggles, lighthouse, and spikes it. That gets a lot of cheers. Like, he's added his own flavor. Very, very, very impressed by his freestyle. And so he did really well. And again, man, like, everyone was just killing it. So you had to do really good to make the top 16 in pro. You had to do really good. And so
there's no like stragglers. There's no this person clearly barely made it in. No, everybody's a killer.
And that's what I think Nobu did a really good job about being strict on who was actually able to compete in pro. It was like only people who qualified top 16 at a big event that year. Those are the only people who could be in pro. Otherwise, you had to be in open and get top 3 and work your way up. But that's why you only saw the highest level. So it was a really, really good freestyle. It was also outside, very, very good weather, really great day. But Colton, get back to my point. Colton, really incredible job. I mean, this dude's been playing for just over 3 years now, and qualifying finals to the top 16 in freestyle and at KWC. Man, he had a really good showing at both, but his freestyle was honestly really impressive. So
I think good. He's a good example too of someone standing out, right? Because he'll do balance tricks and
right. He's got And
I think I think that can be like for him particularly, like he's obviously going to develop that style further. I think there's a long way. Like there's a lot more he can take that. He can take that to definitely huge levels. Like he's already developing it a ton each comp, and it's just a good example of some like person we were talking about, like those things that we were talking about earlier. Dude, I couldn't even believe though, like we say this, right? We say everybody is a killer in this top 16. Everybody is a killer. Except when you go against Yasu, Ryoga, or Adrian, it was just like, whoa, this person's way better than this person's just blowing them out of the water. They just like Adrian, Yasu, or Ryoga, whoever they're going against, they're blowing them out of the water. I will say when Adrian and Noah played, I thought honestly Noah it was a 3-0 victory to Valau, but man, Noah I thought Noah almost got it. I watched that today, and honestly, my first reaction after that was
Noah won.
Wait, how did Adrian win?
Exactly, dude. Exactly.
Because it was like relatively close, I guess, but no one really snapped.
Noah did really good. And I was like, is Noah about to take Will out right now? I know, dude. She didn't get a flag.
She didn't get a flag though.
I know. Adrian did not have his best run. Adrian was definitely,
and then he literally turned it up to 11 in every other match and just wrecked. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. No, almost got him though.
No, that's what I'm saying. I was watching. I was so impressed. I was like, dude, she has that like her balance between the precision and flow is so good.
Exactly,
like,
dude.
Got it dialed in.
She's good at what she. Yeah, she's good. Yeah. She does the stops. She does stalls. Guys, can I just?
She's even dancing, dude.
She's even dancing.
Legit taking time to dance on stage when she could be lacing more, and she's dancing. Like,
yeah, she's dancing. So, man, stalls will get you far.
Yeah, stalls. I'm a big fan of stalls.
Guys, I just want to say, I don't know about the future meta, but I don't know if this will become the meta. It's because it's whatever the best players dictate, I guess. But if you can stall, you can probably win.
Yeah, maybe. Wow. Guys, maybe
you just don't see enough, bro.
Next meta, like, have you guys ever heard of like birds?
No, I'm just saying though.
No, I know. I'm with you.
I'm just saying if you can learn how to stall and stop, that's not that'll help you. That'll help if you can really good at stalls. What is that going to help you with? That's going to help you with open. That's going to help you with KWC. That's going to help you with freestyle. It's just going to get you better all around. Because if you learn how to better stall, you're probably going to be better under pressure. Like, and you know what's crazy is less and less people can stall.
No, less people do.
Actually, less and less people are good at it.
Yeah,
it's actually just kind of surprising. So, hey, I'm not saying do whatever you play however you want, but you know if you can get a couple stalls into your play, it may take you far in the future. Just saying.
And people still are juggling a bird, though. People still are working that into freestyles, like
juggle for sure.
I think what you're talking about is more so like mainly stall lines or kind of more difficult stalls than just juggling to a. I say just juggle into a bird or juggle into a handle stall when people are literally making juggle handle stall look like big cup to spike. Dude, I have never Yasu versus Ryoga. I couldn't even believe what I was watching. I couldn't believe
dude. I love them.
It's not like either of them did super. It's not like Ryoga did. It's not. It wasn't. Oh yeah, Yasu definitely won that. You know.
I mean, Ryoga kind of threw his second round, but
yeah, he did. But still, I mean, when they were juggling a handle stall, I swear some of the times when Ryoga and Yasu juggle a handle stall, you know how like a normal person you just like jug and then obviously there's some time where you kind of absorb it. For me, when I was watching them, it kind of just looked like this. They jug up, and as the ball was going up, they'd just be like, they come meet it. That's how easy it looked to them. And I was just thinking again. I talked about it earlier, but I remember when juggling a handle stall was like holy cow! He laced a jug to handle. That's insane.
Yeah.
But now, I mean, I love. You know what I really love? I love the people just the rebuttaling now that's happening in the past year of people paying attention to what the person is doing on stage and then taking that risk and trying to one up them in their own style.
It's pretty funny.
It's funny and it's awesome. Like we saw Takia do that to people in EKC 2024 when he would see somebody do something on stage and just wreck them with the same thing. But this year, for example, Yasu doing that on stage, Ryoga's hitting the jug, the trip rotation jug handle. It's like, hey, and then Yasu comes up, hits it twice in a row, and it's like, holy cow! I mean, that's just undisputed. Yep, that's like this now. Yasu's up here, Ryoga's down here in that realm of the match because now he negated the jug to handle from Ryoga entirely because he's like, oh yeah, I did the same thing but just harder. And then you saw that in Yasu doing that against Hikaru too. Hikaru kind of like bombed his rounds against him. But if he spiked anything, it would have been really good. But Hikaru was hitting like some orbits and taps. It looked crazy. It looked amazing, like insanely hard. And then Yasu was doing like the same thing after and actually landed it. It was crazy. So I really like that in the freestyle too. And I just want to shout out, like, I just can't believe Ryoga wasn't in the finals. Like, it's just insane how that. I mean, but it's obviously bracket, right? Like, who knows what would have happened though if Ryoga played Vilao? It could have been Vilao.
Yeah,
I mean,
Ryoga did not play Vilao. I wouldn't want to see that because Yasu right now has Ryoga's number in freestyle. He does not lose to Ryoga every single time. It's funny because Ryoga will set something crazy and Yasu will one up it. Yasu will do whatever his Ryoga's doing and make it better in the same round. And I'm just like, only 1 and 2 people can do that in this world. And then Yasu is one of those players.
Yeah.
It's crazy, dude. It's just nuts.
And then a lot of the times when I was watching Adrian, dude, I mean, man, this guy legit I see so much Yasu in him, how cold he is on stage, how just calm and collected he is, how consistent he is. Really the consistency part is what I was so impressed with him about. It's
the
just
string does not exist for this.
But when
man.
he's consistently hitting these, because he's flowing, but he's also he's actually a great example of flowing, but also just doing really tech tricks, because he's throwing in the late comes, he's throwing in tray toss backs, he's throwing in Ken, and like very easily, he's hitting. I mean, it's just amazing what he's doing. He's juggling a handle, he's juggling his stalls too. It's like, bro. There's so many times when I was watching the comp when I was thinking, oh, he'll probably miss after this, because there's no way he's going to keep going on this line, right? But then he would just keep going, and I was just like, I think he started around one time with a 6-tap jug, 1.5 Ken flip down spike, and I was like, yo, he like flowed out of it. And I was like, dude, if anybody hit that, any normal person would hit that, and that would be like a main part of their run. They would stop and they'd be like, yo, like, let's go,
Yeah,
like
dude.
99% of pros would be like, let's go, and he just started his run with that. I thought, what is this guy?
No,
what are you doing? That's insane. Who are you? So that kid is really something else. And I'm so stoked he's so hyped on Kendama, because when we were talking about last time, a couple weeks ago, when we did our last podcast, I was kind of talking about how, we didn't know if he was going to stick with it or not after winning KC, but obviously right now he's still really into Kendama, and honestly, it really looks like he loves it more than ever. So I just want to see where he's going to bring it next with the Crom influence style, and just after his performance, I think the sky's the limit, and he has a lot of hype behind him and a lot of energy behind him with Crom. That's a really top team right now, and then also just with Romania in general.
Yeah. Oh wait, Zach, where's the live stream on Catchable again?
Go to Chimera YouTube, and then don't go on videos, but go on live.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'll have to look at that. Nice. I was just checking, because I was like, where is this again? But yeah. All right, cool.
Yeah, no, it's but yeah, I mean, what was your takeaway from the event? So like, any things that stood out to you there? I mean, we talked a lot about it already just now, but with Yasu winning, right? Like, we haven't even really talked about Yasu really yet. And I think it's I don't know, what did you kind of notice from him this time? I mean, he obviously busted out a new trick in the finals against Adrian. I think that definitely got him some good points there. What did you I saw him like being a little more animated, or a little, I don't know, a little more. There's a lot of more emote. He was like, is emoting the right word for it? I mean, he was throwing his cat down. He was like, let's go. Like, he was like throwing like fist bump, like jumping. Like, he was hyped. He was really hyped. I don't think I've ever seen him get like that before. Obviously, he's jumped off stage and the crowd surfed and whatever, but consistently in rounds though, he's usually pretty chill. But like, what did you kind of notice about him this time? Is there anything that stood out, or?
I think honestly, Yasu, I mean, he knew he was kind of gonna win. He knew he was gonna go all the way. Like, you could just tell this dude, no stress. He was saving his tricks for the final. That one really amazing one with his legs, but he I guess he was just the whole event itself was just so chill. It was outside. It was kind of like a family festival. It almost reminded me of like, oh yeah, we're just here kicking it with the family, and oh yeah, by the way, there's like a performance going on stage. And then it was like, Catch and Flow World Championships, $6.5 grand on the line. So it was really chill. It wasn't like intense like Catch and Flow and stuff like that. But so I think that actually the whole vibe of the event was very chill, and I think that also translated to some of the players as well. But I mean, Yasu, every time that man goes up on stage, it's just, you got to watch and
get your freaking cameras out.
Get the cameras out. Just try and watch as much as you can. It's really, you just do not look away. This man is not going to miss, and it's. I think it was just classic. Nothing really stood out to me this time besides this guy's really just saving his tricks for like the last two people he has to play, Ryoga and Adrian. Like, he literally did not hold back against Ryoga at all. He knows he's got to do good against Ryoga to beat him, and he just destroyed. He against everybody else, he can kind of just do normal stuff, but then you see him level up against like the best players, Ryoga and Adrian, and Yasu's smart about it. Like, his baseline standard is better. He's able to beat most players with that anyway. So
100%. Like him,
he's
not
smart
really
about it.
all the tricks to do. He'll just do literally whatever he feels like, and then he'll just be pretty much 99% of pros. Yeah.
Right. So yeah, nothing too crazy stood out this time, but man, just the whole event was just dialed down a bit. Very, very friendly, family friendly, and I think that also just looking at all the players, everyone was just probably so glad to be out there in the sun and play outside, and very lucky with the weather. Just Yasu was looking good the whole day, and obviously, he just killed it at the end. Like, really, nothing much more to say than that. I don't got much more to say on him. Just so good though.
Yeah. No, Kendama. I think overall the past 2 weeks, I've just been really impressed with how far Kendama's gone in the past year.
Right. Yeah.
Eons ahead of where it was 1 year ago today. Seriously, like it has actually progressed. The level has really, really, really progressed in the past year, and it's really amazing to see. Like,
just
like what is it? It just gives me so excited. I mean, people are still going to go hard. I mean, what's the level going to look like in 3 months? Because I'm going to be saying the same thing about it 3 months from now. It's just so mesmerized by how much it's grown, and it's just great to watch. I love man. I love witnessing it. It's freaking amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. That kind of sums up catch and flow a little bit. I would say, we talked about Misu. We talked about Johnny got fourth. Their top three. Talked about them. Jacob, Colton. Most of the other top 16. Miguel was up there. Yeah, I mean, I think we talked about. Honestly, we covered a lot. It's almost been 2 hours.
Dude, that was good. That was good. I mean, let me just see. I mean, I guess if I have any more.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you kind of looking forward to personally for Kendama next year?
Well, we've got the Guinness World Record Big Cup thing at the end of this year. That's where we all go on like NHK we'll call it NHK, and then
TV program.
The TV program, and we break the Guinness World Record for big cups in a row with a bunch of people. So I'll be going there. It's gonna be fun, and that's something I'm looking forward to. It's the last 3 days of the year. It's like the Super Bowl for Kendama. That's how many people watch it for the end of the year countdown. So on New Year's Eve. So we'll be taking part in that. It'll be fun. And then, I guess I'm just excited to I guess be more active in the Japanese scene. I mean, yesterday I went to this event in Yoyogi Park, the first event I've gone to since I'm moving here, besides KWC and Catch and Flow, just a jam here, and it's cool to like be this close to everybody now, and close to not only people I've worked with leading up to KWC, but other people who are players in the local area are maybe interested in training for next year, and just get to know more like how Japanese players, like how important these meetups are to them, and what's important to them, what's not, and kind of use it to study like how I can contribute to the scene this year as well. So. I'm really excited to just be closer to a lot of Kendama players. I think that's a special thing about Japan is there's so many jams, so many Kendama players. The country is small. So you can go to like a lot more things. It's a lot easier compared to America, right? Of course. So I'm excited to be more a part of it this year, and hopefully I myself play more Kendama as well, and then of course guide more people to getting incredible at street style Kendama and getting full marks at KWC this next year. Which, by the way, guys, the dates are already announced. Did you know
I saw that? I checked back on Instagram.
November 21st and 22nd. I just found that out today because I looked at the Instagram. So
I wonder if they're going to do it once again next year. It's already have the dates up.
Dude, of course they're going to do it, man. Like, you see how many people they got this year? They're definitely going to do it. And everyone loves the weather. It's great. So, and it's on a 3-day weekend. It's a holiday in Japan on Monday, so that's going to really help people as well. So, hey, that's really great. I'm excited. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, this has been a great talk. I mean, we kind of knew it was going to go this long. I'll get it up right after this, and everybody, finish off the year strong with whatever you're pursuing, and go hard in Dama. Like, go hard. If you really love it and passionate about it and have the capacity to, like. Make some capacity or just go hard. It's gonna be
try hard and you'll be proud. It'll definitely feel great.
Yeah.
BATB is trick list is out now, guys. So
Yeah.
go watch the trick list on the Soul Kendama YouTube and maybe start training for that. Who knows? It's fun. Like, who knows what could happen if you trained as soon as the tricks list came out up until the event. A lot of people actually, I bet, have never done that. So if you're feeling it, if you have the capacity to do it, and you can commit yourself most days or every day or whatever you can, stick to something and try, I think you're gonna really feel a lot of level ups, but also just feel a lot more dedicated and a lot more connected to the event and the community in general. So yeah, we just encourage you to just keep going hard in Kendama. It's really, really fun. Zack with a triple still barrel. We'll just
I was trying to get it for the ender. Honestly, I haven't done one of these in a while. Hold on, one more try.
All right.
Yeah, not even
We'll save it for
close.
next time.
So
All right,
close.
guys.
All right, guys. I might see you guys at Battle of the Border. We'll see. But until next time, I don't know when Nick and I are going to do another one of these. So until next time, guys, enjoy your day. Enjoy your evening. See ya.
See you later.